back.
Yeah, well, and you can't do that with all games, but especially
Right.
Minecraft
That's
lends
why.
itself to that.
Yeah. That's why I've been playing doing it with Minecraft.
Oof, 21 levels? Jeez. I don't even know what else I would need on this. Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3, Thorns 3, Feather Falling 4, Mending 1. Oh, I don't have protection.
Does can is there an and or option with soul speed?
Like, does Soul Speed say no Depth Strider, or does Soul Speed say no something around?
I don't think it says no to anything. I think it's everything.
Cool. So
Bro,
I
I
got
need to
some
be able
soul.
to get fire aspects. Oh, looting. I forgot. You can get looting on a sword, can't you?
Oh yeah.
I forgot. Okay, so I need looting, fire aspect. Right? Or do you not like fire aspect?
I don't mind it. I don't. Some people are like, I hate fire aspect. I don't think it takes anything away, does it?
Um, Not that I know of, but I'm not a guru.
Because if I'm running around and I'm using fire aspect, I hit like a cow or something, and I just don't have to cook that meat.
Right. That's what I think.
So it's like, why not? Now, if you're doing like special Enderman type things or things like that, type way, I think it's not good for
Oh, yeah, it's not great for Enderman. That's
or
right.
shulker boxes.
Yeah, that's right. But still, shulker boxes, like you can either kill them with your axe or you can kill them quick.
Right. Oops.
Okay, wait, did I equip? Oh, I did, didn't I? I finished enchanting my helmet and I just equipped it. And protection 4 is max, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, the only thing I need on my helmet would be Aqua Affinity, I think, right? Yeah. That's just, can you get Aqua Affinity 2 or just one?
It's just Aqua Affinity, I think. Which actually I haven't gotten on my helmet.
It's just Aqua Affinity?
Mm-hmm. Because that's blocks, right?
That's what?
Being able to break blocks underwater.
Oh, is that all it is?
Mm-hmm.
I can't live without that. Okay, I got a question for you.
Hmm.
I've got two different enchantments. Okay, let me start over. I have two diamond pickaxes that I'm going to combine. I have two enchantments on the one and one enchantment on the other. But I also have a book of Unbreaking 3 that I want to combine as well. Should I combine the Unbreaking with the pickaxe that has two, and then take the one that only has one enchant and combine it with the one that has three?
That would be the most expensive option.
Okay, so it's better to do the one with the one and then the two with the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, because that's the base. So that's the base level. So it takes whatever the most expensive one is and then like triples it or something. So yeah, you want to be like, if one has one, one has two, and one has one, combine it with the one that has one, two, two.
Okay, yeah. Where are my Endermen at?
Oops.
Okay, these two. I'm breaking, fortune, mending, efficiency, right? Yeah, just those four. Okay, looting, fire aspect. Wait, how much was it? Oh, it was 30. And then my chest plate. And then I just need protection on my boots and chest plate. Right? Yeah. We're almost there.
We getting there. So what did you die from last time?
The
Oh yeah, the deep dark.
yeah, what's the dude's name?
I don't even know.
But the annoying thing was my items disappeared. And I was like, what the heck? Like, they just disappeared. And that really bothered me. And that was not okay. I just don't understand why they disappeared. I know that the blocks will eat XP, so I don't know if because they were enchanted items, if the like blocks ate them. But like I dug up all the blocks around there, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if the blocks are supposed to drop them if you break them. I don't know. Didn't make any sense.
That's uncharted territory for me.
Yeah, it was very uncharted territory for me. So.
Who's hitting me? Dang it! It's better hit me off the edge. Yeah, he fell to his death. Yeah, yeah. That's what happens.
Okay, we need another good topic, Luke.
That's a good question. Good topics.
Oh, have you ever heard anybody bring up John the Baptist, right? Was actually the first to introduce water baptism, I'm pretty sure. That's a side thing.
Yep.
But relating John the Baptist, when he was asked by the Pharisees, like they came out and they were like, "Are you Elijah?" And he was like, "No." They were like, "Are you the prophet?" And I'm trying to remember. I think he just says, "Behold the," like changes the subject. Let me just look quick. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he who is coming after me is mightier than I, whose sandals I am not worthy to carry. He will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire. Implying the water is the, however you want to call it, the water is not the perfect, like, the water is pointing towards what Jesus will do. The water baptism is not the end all be all. You know, I baptize with water, but he's going to do much greater, you know?
Right.
But I can't find the, maybe it's in like Mark or John. I thought it was in Matthew though.
I also think it's so interesting that he's baptizing people. I think it's interesting he's baptizing people before Jesus even died.
Before Jesus even died, yeah. Which
Things about baptism of repentance.
yeah, that's really interesting. Because you also have well, I was gonna say like with like Old Testament saints, how they are saved through Christ's work even though they're in the Old Testament, which is so mind-bending to me. And like somebody had explained this to me as being like Abraham and David and different people were given a promise by God. Like Abraham's promise was, I'll make a nation out of your descendants. And David's promise was the Messiah will come from your lineage, right? And things like that. And each of them trusted God's promise, which said multiple things. One, God's real. Two, he is true to his word. And they trusted in God for a promise, and how when we trust in Christ, we are trusting in God for a promise that Christ's work will cover us. I don't know. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark doesn't talk about it. Bro, Mark is so, like... he doesn't expound very much on things. It's an interesting gospel. Did you know that there's, like, different, like, themes throughout the different gospels? Like one tool that Mark uses a lot is he does, like, what they call, like, sandwiching of stories, where he will, he'll put a story in between two other stories. So sorry, I said that wrong. He'll give a story, and in the middle of that story, he'll give a story in the middle of it. So he'll sandwich one story with another, and he uses it as like a teaching technique, which is very interesting. It doesn't happen a lot, but you can, like, if you read through Mark, you'll notice it like 3 or 4 times. Okay, let's see here. Also, John the Baptist is like the GOAT, honestly. Like, the Spirit filled him from birth.
Yeah.
Like, his birth was miraculous. And Jesus himself was like, John the Baptist is the greatest born amongst women, or whatever.
Yeah. He's a legend.
Bro's the GOAT. And he, like, all the things he said are just so crazy. He's like, he must increase, I must decrease. He's like, I'm not worthy to tie his sandals. And then he went to the king and was like, what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah. He's just, I don't care. Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Wait, what are you gonna do? Kill me? You know?
Facts, bro. Okay, let's see here.
Oh.
Okay, I have to go empty the washer. I'll be right back.
It sounds good. Oh man, this is it's gonna be a very wild looking castle.
It's gonna be a very what?
Wild looking castle.
Oh,
My plans for this are gonna be pretty wild.
wait. Max
They're
pickaxe just
coming
has
along.
4 enchants, right?
Depends on if you want.
Well, either way, it's just 4, right? Unbreaking, mending, efficiency, and
Yeah.
then whether it's so
and
touch or
Dark
fortune.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That should be-
Sweet.
Here's a random question that I had. So I'm reading through with my Bible plan. I'm just doing one that I picked. but it's your classic Bible in a year, Old and New Testament,
Mm-hmm.
kind of at the same time. And I don't think it's a question that can be answered, but I just thought it was interesting. Is it wasn't until the end of Exodus when they were making the ark, um, right before Leviticus was, and it was talking about where to put the cherubim
Mm-hmm.
and how they're on the ark, as well as on the we'll say like curtains, I guess. Um, and I don't know, one of the thoughts that I had was, did they all already, like the people that crafted this, all already know super well of what it looked like, or was like God basically just completely working through them to make it, or had they like seen, like how much were they like revealed to? How did they know? Like in what way did they know exactly what a cherubim was? If that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And then to me, right, if it's like, that's crazy to me that like you can go and immediately turn and worship their God and do things like that, because like it's just like it, I wasn't alive at the time, but it just seems real. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer you.
Right. I like I said, there's no way to answer it.
Yeah.
Dad. That's
Because
interesting.
I personally think that I'm not even really sure what I personally think, but I think what I've previously thought up until now has been that they had just direct revelation from God,
Mm-hmm.
whether that be through dreams, visions, um, or even some sort of just like premonition of like this is what it should look like. You know,
Right.
however that looked, I always kind of thought it was a divine thing,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't really that's never really mentioned and it's not really yeah. But then also like you said like then how do they worship other gods right away? Well, that's we all do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know about you, but I've had experiences um where I've encountered God, not necessarily like direct revelation, but like I've walked away from a weekend being like, "Wow, God, you are so cool. Thank you for revealing yourself to me this weekend." Like so powerfully,
Mm-hmm.
and no doubt about it. And then that after that weekend, the next day, I like do something that just brings so much guilt and shame. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
how do I immediately go to this?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my there's been a lot of doubt in me like pursuing ministry. I'm like, is this really where I'm supposed to be? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? And one of my favorite quotes I've heard um, is I don't know if you know who Chris Rensma is,
Mm-hmm.
but he says it in one of his songs, but I'm sure he took it from somewhere else. Like I'm sure it's not a hymn original, but he says it's through crooked teeth that the gospel's preached. And like I just love that because the idea there is it's broken people that God uses.
Right.
And I don't know if you remember the verse about when Jesus is telling the disciples, he's like, "Greater works than these will you do." I always
Mm-hmm.
had that explained to me as like that's not qualitative, it's quantitative. So we're not gonna do better works, we're gonna do more works
Mm-hmm.
because we can do more than what Jesus could do in just him.
Right.
Um, and that I don't disagree with that, but there's another aspect to it as well where the fact that Jesus can do his work of saving souls through broken people
Mm-hmm.
is a very great work. And
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
someone give the illustration of people on a submarine that a guy got appendicitis and um, they weren't going to be able to make it back to like and there was no trained doctor on board like trained physician and they weren't going to be able to make it back to like a spot before the guy died of appendicitis. So they were like, well, one of your only options is if we operate on you and using are not like they took alcohol from one of the torpedoes and to use as a sanitization for the blade and other stuff and they didn't have like a true scalpel. They used I don't remember what they used. It was still a sharp knife, like really really sharp knife. And they performed surgery, and the guy was back to work in like I think they said like 4 days or something.
Dang.
But like the fact that no doctor, like it would have been less impressive if it was a doctor who had done that surgery 50 times, did it, you know? It's to be like, oh yeah, he knew what he was doing. But the fact there was a crew that had never had medical training and didn't have the right supplies, and they saved the guy's life. It's like, is that not a greater work? It's like,
Right.
so I thought that illustration was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. Let's see here. He was saying here somewhere. Must be in John. But I love the Gospel of John, bro. Okay.
That's what we went through for our Bible study last semester.
Bro, it's so good. It's like my favorite book in the New Testament, maybe even the Bible.
Yeah.
But that also changes over time. Like that's, at least for now, it is.
Right.
I had a class on it at Emmaus, and I just loved what I learned there, and my appreciation for it has grown a lot. And I don't know, I just like it. I had a homeless guy I was talking to yesterday who was kind of all over the place, and it was hard to tell how much of what I was saying he was getting, but I was mainly there to just listen and talk to him, you know, because our goal with that ministry is not to evangelize, but to give homeless people love and dignity and show them that we see them and care about them, and just hear them out, because when's the last time they had a conversation with someone, you know, we don't know. And he asked for a Bible, which was so cool, because I carry a little Gideon's New Testament in my pocket when I go out on front lines, and I normally wait for a good opportunity, like if someone is professing faith and they're like, yeah, and I just, you know, whatever, then sometimes I'll be like, do you want a Bible? But I've never had anybody ask me for one, which is just wild, because we normally don't carry anything with us, but I normally carry that with me. But I recommended that he read John, because it's just a New Testament, you know, with Psalms and Proverbs. It's not the whole Bible. It's a smaller, like, pocket Bible. So, yeah. But anyway, that's kind of cool. But I was going to say in John here, right at the beginning, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, "Who are you?" he confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not the Christ." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Elisha?" And he said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." And they said to him, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord." But then in Matthew, we get Jesus saying that John was Elisha. And it's just interesting what seems to be a contradiction there. But as I talked to the professors, they were saying that the Pharisees, when they were testing John if he was Elijah, they had a tradition at that time that Elijah would literally and physically come back, because he had ascended into heaven, that he would like descend from heaven, which is very interesting. And so they were literally asking him, "Are you literally Elijah?" And he said no. But he was the Elijah prophesied in the Old Testament that they had assumed meant Elijah would literally come back, but was more of the figurative, no, Elisha will come before the Messiah, saying, you know, this John was a figurative like type of Elijah, which I found really interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I have another like question I'm gonna ask the professors. I don't know if you've heard of this like theology, and this is something too we've been talking about in intercultural in making and leading disciples, is how he said, "Are we?" How do you word it? are we evangelizing people to Christianity, or are we evangelizing people to our brand? And just saying how, as Moody, we love like intellectual worship, and we like our theology, and we like to know a lot of things. But he was just saying how there's a lot more. Where was I going with this? There's a lot more than just like an intellectual worship and an intellectual knowledge, and so Moody's corner on the market is not always the best, and how like I'm really blanking right now. Yeah, I don't know where I was gonna go with that, but just intellectual worship and like having all the heady answers and academics and everything isn't always the best. But one of the things I want to know, and this is like a theology, is I don't know if you've ever heard of the Holy Spirit. They talk about this in like systematic theology. The Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father. You ever heard that?
I'm not too up to date on it. No,
Not too
not
up to
really.
date
Not
on
too
it.
up to date, we'll say. I don't know. Maybe the more you get into
I
it's not. Yeah, like I said, that's not an avenue that ever.
yeah.
Feel free to educate me.
Well, I don't really know much about it either, so I want to talk to my professor, because what I know what they're not saying. Like they're not when they say the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father, they're not saying that the Holy Spirit is somehow secondary or comes from, but this word proceeds. I really want to know what they mean by that
I believe
more
it means
accurately.
functioning under the will of the Father.
Oh, okay. That would kind of make sense. I don't know. That's probably what it is. I
That's
just like
one
haven't
thing that
researched it at all.
that's
But
one
it's
thing
also
that
an
like
extension of himself at the same time.
Gotcha.
that's one thing that I've always just like accepted and never like really dove into, or like seen how like people like the Trinity. Like I think that would be something interesting for me to like um dive into, to like, I don't know, to be able to like explain it to somebody better, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's one thing to say, um, 3 in 1, this and that, but then people are like I don't know. I feel like I can learn a better way to explain it to people. I don't know. So that's something that I might like dive into a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, and there are some like base structures and outlines that can help you, but I mean, there's people who have been studying it for years and still can't like fully define it. You know what I mean? But having that structure and base outline of what we're really talking about, you could definitely know that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But yeah, there's quite a lot that goes into the Trinity that is not a very easy. That's not that's not an easy thing to understand.
Right. Especially for people that are like, that's one of the things that you kind of tackle when they get into their faith. Like it's one of the things you got to know about.
Right. Because it's important for people to understand that we don't worship multiple gods. Like it's one God, but how can it be one
Right.
God and multiple? That's very weird.
Right.
Yeah.
So that it'll seem like a very easy way to get around it. So.
Right. Right. Yeah. For me, it's more interesting, like how, like I've kind of, I wouldn't say given up, but I'm also kind of like I don't really need to understand the Trinity. I'm more like curious, like how it works. Like
Right.
I don't
That's
necessarily
another.
want to be
Yeah.
able to like
Yeah.
explain it to people. I want to be able to like, what are the like, how do they? I don't know. There's a lot of
Yeah.
like functions of it that are very confusing to me.
Yeah. That was pairing with it. What I was going to say as well. To me, like I like to say, oh yeah, stand it. Like I've accepted it, but like at the same time, it's like if I were to have a conversation with somebody, I'd be like, after the first introduction, I'd be like, I don't know how to dig into it like deeper.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Blast protection. Stupid.
See how that looks.
Wasted
This
my
old castle.
enchantment level.
This old castle is like a mini Bob Ross.
A what?
A mini Bob Ross painting.
Oh.
Kind of put something, fly around. It's a happy little accident.
It's a great way of explaining it.
I think we'll keep it. Look good like that. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah. Oh.
Dude, it's been crazy. Lucas has asked me to be like his accountability partner, so we've been trying to talk like every day and just stay up to date with each other and stuff. But also, I think you knew that he asked me to be his best man, and like
Yeah, I kind of assumed. Yeah.
yeah, and I like. Wait, can you have more than Fire Aspect 2, or is Fire Aspect 2 the max?
I think it's Fire Aspect too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, can I put sharpness on this? No, dude. I got looting 3 fire aspect, but I can't put sharpness on it because it has smite.
Oh.
Ah, that's so rough. I should have put that on a book. That sucks. 'Cause then I could have put the sharpness on the sword and then combined it. Well, I don't think I had that as a book option though, so it's what it is. But dude, like, there's so much like pressure to like a best man speech, and
Yeah, I was thinking about that a little while ago. I was like, oh, I assume eventually a best man at somebody's wedding. I'll never expect it, but if I'm the guy they pick, then yeah, I better have a good better have something good, you know.
yeah.
Um, well, for one, I probably will never be a best man at a non-Christian wedding.
I had a
'Cause I'll
what?
never at a Christian wedding, if that makes sense, which is good because I guess I could do it either way. But I always say like tell a good story, maybe how they met, your initial thoughts, crack some jokes, and then find a way to bring the gospel in and how special marriages, the couple of things, and pretty much can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I guess. I have like a general outline, but I really have no idea how it's gonna look. But like, I want to, as lame as this sounds, I really want to bounce like like as it progresses, as I build it. Like, I want to bounce it off of Joram, you, Dad, like Rylan, like see what you guys think. Which is like, for me in my mind, it kind of like cheapens my work in a way, because like then it's like not really my work. But I think it just ensures like a better speech in a way. And then like
I think
also,
for you, the as long as you make the speech and like it's like something that they enjoy, and you use others to kind of help you make it, then that makes their day better. So
right,
I
exactly,
don't see an issue with it.
right. That's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
But like also like speaking about Lucas, I feel like it'd be hard to talk about Lucas and Katie because like I wasn't as involved when they met or very involved with them as their relationship grew or stuff. I've been more involved with them recently, but not as much with like Katie or anything. So it would be
Right.
hard to speak of like them as a pair. But like I can talk a lot about Lucas, and I would find it very easy to talk about Lucas, of his character traits and stuff, which I think is what I'm gonna focus on. But
Yeah, that's the point of the best man speech. Is like you're like I'm talking about this man, and then the best woman, what do you call it, the
maid of honor.
maid of honor gets to talk about her, and then you both get to kind of come together.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's good that you're doing that. Then
yeah. So I had a joke I want to crack, and it kind of depends if you're there or not because I wanted to say, and I told this to Dad and Jerome, and they were both like, I don't know. And I was like, I bet if I tell Luke this joke, he'd probably think it's hilarious. But I was thinking about, so it's maid of honor and best man.
Mhm.
I was thinking about when I like first go up, being like, Lucas, when you asked me to be your man of honor, you made me the happiest man ever. And like tuck my hair behind my ear. And like I feel like it'd be really funny. But like Jerome and Dad were like, I don't know about that.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
We just got to keep in mind that Lucas's dad is going to be there.
Right, yeah, I
Appreciate
know.
that. I don't know his dad well enough to know if he that.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, but there's gonna be other people there, and they're gonna see how I'm acting, and yeah.
No,
Unfortunate.
I think it's funny, but I am not Lucas's family.
Yeah. Okay, what is happening to my books right now? Sharpness. Okay. Orange. Depth strider. Wait, is there another enchantment for boots that I'm missing? How many enchantments do your boots have? 5 different enchants, right?
I don't know if mine are maxed. Hold on. Let me sometimes I just live life. All right, let me see here. Oh yeah, I'm missing some stuff. Let's see. I've got the main 3 that I like to have, which my protection, depth strider, feather falling, and mending. But
Oh yeah, I don't have protection on it.
yeah, but I could put
You don't have unbreaking
no.
or thorns?
Thorns is something I want to get. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have had a hypothesis, and I have my answer. There is lactate milk in one of the freezers in B-Way, and I've decided that I wanted to see if it would give me because it says it was like milk, but it says it wasn't. I was confused on it. So what I did is I've been having a bowl of cereal after every single meal to see if I can like work something up. And I most certainly am getting some acne. But now I know it was too good to be true. I can
I'm working
definitely
something up.
I can definitely have more of it than normal milk. Still, it's not giving me stomach issues, but it's giving me acne, which is probably my dairy allergy.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. Oh well.
Ooh, fire aspect 1. It's only a level 1 enchantment. I don't want that.
Oh my gosh. There goes my 80 levels.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Oof.
I was had my elytra on. And I guess I got blown up by a creeper. I must have taken fall damage and had a little.
That's a rip,
Oh,
bro.
I was taking down a pillar, not a pillar thing, a scaffold.
You said a pillar.
Some scaffolding. Well, let's see if I can get all of
Fire
this.
aspect 1 on level 3? What? Okay, well, we'll try for it. We'll see. Wait, what is this one? Power 3, piercing, sharpness, yeah. We'll try for it. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And the breastplate in there.
You said there goes my 80 levels. It's crazy. I needed those, Luke.
I know. I would have given them to you. That's all right. I can always get more. I'm rich. I'm rich. No big deal.
I'm rich. No biggie. Bro, I have so many ender pearls. I need to find a villager who just trades for ender pearls.
That's why I'm like with my zombie flesh.
Yeah,
So,
I saw the amount of zombie flesh you have. It's insane. Do you have villagers that trade it?
I do now.
That's what's up, dude. Probably getting exhausted trading you for it.
Yeah,
They're like, how much? They're like, how much stuff does this guy have?
2 villagers. After like a couple times trading with them, it's a stack per emerald. So I just do it until it's like I do it for half a stack, and then I let them refresh.
You just have so much of it. You have like 6 double chests of it.
Yeah, every time I go over there, I take boxes back.
That's crazy.
You know, use it. Better use it. Okay, so we've got everything but
You
my
should
food.
zombify them and then make them human again and get their prices lower.
That is exactly what I intend to do with them.
Even though you already have enough like rotten flesh, it doesn't matter.
I was like, but I could get a one-to-one trade. 'Cause
Right.
I have unlimited gold.
Right.
So,
Wait, what does the gold do?
golden apples.
Oh, right.
Okay, there's the boots. I think that's all the important stuff. I got 6 levels. Cool. Let's try that again and not get blown up. If we get blown up again, we'll reach. Oh, all right.
Bro Paley said my wife is better than yours on his Instagram story as he had a plate full of like tacos.
Mm.
And I just sent him like a open mouth face like oh. And he just sent back get wrecked.
That's funny. What's Bailey is working at? Where's the company that they all work?
It's called Industrial Combustion. It's over by Orchid. Like, do you know where Orchid is?
No.
Okay, so if you were to go to Phillips 66, you know, the gas station by Monroe Bible Church.
Yes.
So, imagine you're at the intersection with Phillips 66 on your right,
Okay.
and you're heading north, like you're heading into town. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you would take a left at that intersection.
Oh, really? I've never been down that way.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, it's right. It's right over. There's like a little hill there. You like crest that little hill, and it's on the other side on the right. And Orchid is a very big company. That's on the left side. They have a big sign, big parking lot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good to know. I never even knew.
There's like a trailer, mobile home park that's down that road, and then that's also
Okay.
like, it goes out to. It actually links to Highway 81. That goes
Oh.
east-west.
That would make sense.
Yeah. It can kind of be a shortcut, kind of. What else? It also links to the like trailhead where a lot of people take their ATVs and dirt bikes to get on the cheese trail.
Yeah. Interesting. Making sense. All coming together.
It's all coming together.
But you look at that. You just
Just look at it. Just look at it. I feel like there's a reason to. Oh, duh.
Dude, I got some creatine from Thomas, my friend Thomas, and he
Chiseled
got
Thomas.
yes. You've met Thomas. I'm sure.
I've met Thomas, yeah.
He's bigger.
Bro, I just did a
That's
30
right.
level enchant for
He's-
Fire Aspect
Thomas-
1. Are you
Thomas
kidding
is-
me?
Thomas is kind of looking like a Greek god.
I know.
He's
We've
looking
talked
really
about this before.
Oh yeah, sorry. Anyways.
No, you're good. Like, you don't need to
He-
stop. I'm just saying. I know Thomas.
Oh yeah. He had him and his buddies bought creatine on a sale, and they got a 3-year supply, or more than a 3-year supply. I think they got like a 10-year split between them somehow. Anyways, he ended up having a 3-year, and he's like, well, I am never going to get through this, and there is a chance that if creatine gets damp or that it like can kind of go bad in a way.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, I'll see if I can just discount and sell some to my friends. So I got a killer deal on it. So I'll just get them a killer deal on it and then buy some more if I ever need any. So I bought like realistically close to a year's supply from him. And we did like a drug deal. Check this out. I'll just send you. amount of creatine. It's kind of wild. It's also really good quality. It's better than any creatine that I've had. It's no graininess to it. It's like probably close to a gallon of it. I don't know. Let me just send it to you. Oh goodness, it's midnight. I'm gonna have to log off soon. All right. Now that it's daytime, it's time to look at what I've created. Interesting. Hmm. Where are you at in the server? Are you in the server? A beautiful thing.
Sorry, Luke, my white friends.
White friends.
Yeah, I was actually kidding.
um. Oh. Do you want to see what I've done to my?
What's that?
Do you want to see what I've done to my castle?
Yeah, do you want to send me a snap or you want me to come visit it in person?
Oh, well, how far away are you in the?
I'm in the end right now, but I can come back. It's not that far.
All right. If you want to, that'd be cool. Otherwise, I would push it. But dude, there's a couple things I want to do to this power for basic shape-wise. But then I've got a ton of ideas. This thing's huge. I've got a ton of ideas to make the tower itself better, like with a couple different color type things, as well as adding, uh, what do you call it? Chain bars in a couple spots. But this thing's going to be menacing.
That's what's up, dude.
Absolutely menacing. I've I'm pretty proud of it because all of my reference pictures are like real castles or like the Eye of Sauron from the movies and stuff. So like I'm not like copying any of these ideas or color palette
Yeah,
like a YouTuber or anything. This is all me, baby. And I'm
straight
pretty
up.
proud of it. I'm pretty proud of it so far.
Okay, are you getting off soon or are you going to be on a little bit longer?
I'll probably get off after you take a peek.
Okay, because I was going to say I could get up one more level and then, well, not one more level, but like get up to level 20 and then enchant my boots and then come back. Is that okay? Actually, I'll just come back.
That's fine. I don't know what your respawn rates are. Your thing, so
It's kind of slow.
holy smokes! My poor little elbow. It's got some floating things in it.
Oh,
From hitting it on the ground.
wait, how'd you hit your elbow on the ground?
Oh, basketball in high
Oh,
school.
yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, in high school I boogered it up, and I hadn't had any issues, but I hit it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, is it not liking that. Boy, oh boy.
Okay, I'm on my way back, and I have a couple things. Okay, whew, I almost dropped that into the void. I have a couple things that I want you to look at as well.
Awesome. I'd be happy to.
It's not that impressive, so.
There's a couple things I got to add to the tower to make sure, but you can get the gist of it. I
Bro,
think it's going to be really sick.
I want to play Rust as a big group sometime. Nobody's like into it though, so I don't like pressuring people. This is a very like frustrating game. But...
Right. I don't mind it. It's just my computer right now.
Oh yeah.
That, so that's one of the other reasons why I've been just kind of playing Minecraft. Like,
Yeah.
I know that won't fail me. And I'm so broke right now.
Oh my gosh, I hate jumping off into like thinking you have Elytra and then you don't.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh,
Coming together, huh?
why is there a floating tree?
I think Frankie put that there a long time ago.
Of course you did.
But one thing that I'm not quite happy with is the side profile. But I'm going to have buildings all around the side of this thing. So there's going to be like the buildings will make up more of the castle and stuff. So with the ideas that I have with texturing this up and finishing and mirroring things, with like smaller stuff, I think that paired with the extra buildings, nobody will bat an eye.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about the side profile. You could do
This is a little chunky. I might just add like a more jowl thing off the side to make it, because you see how I kind of tapered it on that underbelly, so I could do a little bit more of that on the side.
yeah, that wouldn't look bad, but what I was thinking is yeah, you could definitely do that for the sides, that would help. The other thing I was thinking is add I know you like your 2 prongs, but you could almost add another 2 prongs but just make them way shorter.
Like right coming off the front, like a chin.
Yeah, front and back that were just a little bit shorter. Like less than half the height of the other 2. And that would add like another dimension to it as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Have something there. It was so hard for me to get those. I'm not good. But yeah, I was thinking maybe something off the front like that. And then what I'll do is I'll put a big purple glass eye in it. And then I'm going to have a beacon going through all of my little eyes of Sauron.
Oh, that's cool.
Full beacon availability, and those will go down to. And then yeah, I'll add different buildings and stuff here, and then finish the insides, and then things should be looking pretty cool. But that's kind of the tentative.
You have some honeybees running around.
Yeah, they're mine. They got out.
They're kind of pooping stuff. Do we have a good like rocket farm?
I think Frankie did that. Hose.
How many levels of experience do you have right now?
I have a whopping 6. Turns out when you die, you lose a lot.
I'm gonna go. The only thing is if you put all your beacons in the corners, will you get full beacon coverage? Like if you're in the middle, like you won't get the corners, right?
I should actually, because if it's here, this is where these reach to. Oh, maybe not. I'm so rich I can just throw a beacon, have that beacon in the middle.
Yeah, fair enough. Because like they're running out while I'm over here.
Yeah, I might just keep
But
that beacon and then put other ones, or maybe like have like speeds.
I don't know if you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you really need more beacons. I mean, it might look cool, but it also might look weird having a beam going all the way up to the sky. It might be cooler to just have eyes. You know?
Mm,
I
that's
don't
fair.
know. It's up to
My
you though.
thought is, my thought is if I have, I kind of want to have that one eye be the focal point. Because if I put eyes on all the little ones, do you think that would look cool, or do you think?
Oh wait, you were saying not putting eyes but putting beacons. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So that,
I think just doing the one eye. Yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
I'm saying you could also do something else. Like it wouldn't have to be an eye or something, but
Mhm.
you could do something else on the corners. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
If you're not doing an eye, then yeah, the beacon would look better then.
right. It's something I can try because I agree. If there's beams going, straight, it might not be
Yeah.
as cool. But I think it
I
might.
was thinking of
It's
beams going through eyes, and then I was like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of
oh,
weird.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I might have just killed myself because I have
Oh, you have
Frostalker
the
boots on.
frost.
Oh, there we go. I'm chilling. One of these late night streams, I'm tempted to just go end city exploring with like with not my primary loot set, and just for fun.
Get some goodies.
Yeah, it's just like
I
one of my favorite things to do is like exploring and like adventuring.
I have a plan to make a shulker farm in the um, factory district. Only problem is I have to get a shulker there.
Yeah, which takes
So
a long time, right?
that's gonna be an adventure. But once we do that, I'm gonna have lots and lots.
Because that's a super painful process, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've never done it before.
I have a bunch of junk I need to sort out of these, bro. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's where I was at. Looks like exploring. Looks like you did a lot of exploring.
Yeah, I just haven't sorted any of this. A lot of this I just took to there's a underground gem biome, and then the like mossy biome, and then the deep dark. And I just collected a bunch of stuff from all of it and haven't sorted it. And then this box here was for some sort of, it's gonna make an automated farm. I think it was for, I think I was gonna do a wither skeleton farm.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
This ghost comes in peace.
Oh, is it misspelled?
Yeah, that's funny.
You know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I didn't even notice that was misspelled.
Well,
Wait, what? Oh,
wait,
yeah, yeah, there's
did she
no.
give you diamonds?
Oh, no, this was for every time she tuned into my stream, I gave her a diamond in this box. It was like her value.
Dang. You want to see a flex, David?
Mm-hmm.
Or, unless you love it. This is just a mild flex.
Just a mild flex, he says. Bro, I don't really care about golden carrots. You're so obsessed with golden carrots, and it's like, who cares?
Well, it's not that. It's that, for one, I can use carrots to trade. Two, now I have unlimited food with paired with my gold farm. So they're like both give me unlimited emeralds and unlimited food. And then gold gives me many of them. Gold is definitely the better farm.
Yeah, well, I have an iron farm, so...
Which I might have to talk to you about with when I do my, I might have to trade some gold for iron.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, because I will need some for my build, I think, depending on how much I have.
Bet you do.
Oh, businessman. Oh, is there anything you want?
What?
Anything you wanted to show me?
No,
Unless
I
I
was
got
just the it was just the Ender Pearls. I was
It's a fat stack, huh?
yeah, but it's really not that impressive.
It's impressive, right? It's impressive.
It's really not. Oh, I have
Well,
a Soul Speed 3, Depth Strider 3, Protection 3 book right here.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot of teleporting. All right, time for me to log
Alright,
out.
good night, Luke.
Good night.
Time for me to play some Tarkov. Love you, bro.
I love you too. Sayonara.